welcome back to another fun-filled Friday episode of the Funny Business Podcast. Maybe listening to Friday, maybe listening to it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hell, you may have been binge watching because you're trying to catch up to us. So, hey, thanks for catching up. You're still behind a little bit, depending on where you're catching up and binge watching at. But my name is Mike. Alongside with me is my best friend, my roommate for life, Matt. How are you? How are things?
Things are great. Can't really complain. Getting down to holiday season, which is always fun and exciting. And if you think you're having a bad week, really, you got to put things in perspective. So, like, maybe you're having a bad time at work, or maybe you're having some family issues. But regardless, no one is having a worse week than Kanye West. And that's just a fact. That's a fact.
Depending on what week it is, Matt, but I feel like it's every week.
Correct. Yes. It's always, grass is always greener on the other side, and someone else always has it worse than you do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's try not to give him too much of the spotlight in our episode, but he's gone off the deep end, in my opinion.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yep. I think you're 100% right. You're right, Matt. You could be like Kanye, or Ye, as people would say.
Mm-hmm. And again, I believe we said this before, we are anti-Nazi.
Do you think, Matt, people are tired of hearing our Anchor ad?
Yeah, probably. But let's be honest, if it wasn't for Anchor, we would not be doing a podcast.
You're right, Matt. Once again, we have to thank Anchor for helping us continue to make each episode. Y'all know how it works. Anchor is free. It's easy to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, and distributes your podcast to platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.
And you all know that you can make money too, even with the first couple episodes that you start with.
So why haven't you started your own podcast yet? Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today, or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm.
So, Mike, when do you think we'll stop talking about Anchor?
Oh, man, Matt. You know what? To be completely honest, I think we'll be talking about this for a long time. Well, yeah, Matt's my vocab guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Got it on lockdown.
All right, Matt. Well, speaking of words, wow, just so happens it just rolled into the segment that I wanted to talk to you about today. Words. Oh. Yeah, right? Can you believe that? So we are coming up at the end of the year. And then at the beginning of the year, we actually have banned words from the previous year.
Mm-hmm.
But Matt, I don't think we've ever talked about the word of the year.
No, we have not talked about the word of the year ever.
Yes.
Which I believe I saw the word of the year this year.
You saw the word of the year.
I may have.
Oh, how delightful. Well, Matt, just so we are catching up everybody to speed, Merriam-Webster likes to announce a quote, word of the year. And by that, it usually is the popularity of the word searched on Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Now, obviously the online version of the dictionary, not a physical handbook of Merriam-Webster's dictionary. So for 2022, Matt, this interest in the term of this word of the year was up by 1,740% over the previous year, according to the searches of an online dictionary.
Damn. That is, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It was a word looked up frequently every single day of the year. That was Peter Sakowski, Merriam-Webster's editor at large. He told the Associated Press. It's a word that has risen so quickly in the English language, and especially in the last 4 years, that it actually came as a surprise to me and to many. It is. Matt, do you want to throw out the guess as far as what is Merriam-Webster's 2022 word of the year?
Yep. So now I'm second guessing two things. I'm second guessing, did I get duped? Did I see a fake one? Because I was very thrown off when I saw it. Because it's a weird one, right?
Go ahead, give me the two words.
Okay.
You
but
said you're back and forth on two.
So it is two words, so I think I got it right. I think it's goblin mode. I got duped, didn't I?
You got duped.
Damn it.
It does start with a G, though, Matt.
Screw you, Twitter.
Oh, why? Because that's where everybody looks up their news sources on
Correct.
Twitter.
That's exactly where I get my news from is Twitter, and I'm not lying.
You want to take another guess, Matt?
It's a gremlin mode?
What's that?
No, I don't want to take another guess.
Okay.
No.
Let me give you what the quote terminology.
Okay.
The term has gained currency in recent years as editorials, podcasts, and TV shows try to take a more psychological approach to analyzing relationships, and especially more subtle forms of abuse. But its popularity among those looking up words in the online dictionary is also likely down to its somewhat complicated and sometimes vague meaning.
I got nothing.
Okay. Matt, the word for Merriam-Webster's word of the year for 2022, gaslighting.
Oh, interesting.
Mhm.
That's not too surprising. It's not surprising at all.
Yep. So the Merriam-Webster definition of gaslighting is the act or practice of grossly misleading someone, especially for one's own advantage.
I learned something new because I really never knew what gaslighting meant. I've heard people use like, "Oh, I've been or you gaslit me," and I was like, "What does that mean?" It really did. I feel like it did. Like I've never heard the term gaslighting before 2022, like ever. And then everybody started using it.
Well, Matt, it's very interesting that you say that because the word harks back to a play from the 1930s that was subsequently adapted to the big screen in a 1944 film, Gaslight. So it's used before.
Interesting. Did you ever use the term gaslighting this year?
I have not.
Did someone gaslight you this year?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I wouldn't say an abusive format, but more of in a misleading way. I think one of my one of my student employers said that I was gaslighting them, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but you have to do it. Like it was like a simple task, but I made it sound so much fun. And when I told them, they're like, "Oh man, you were gaslighting us, Mike." And I was like, "Sorry, not sorry."
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think I've been gaslit this year.
Okay, that's good. Positive.
Yeah, right. Yeah, positive vibes. Positive vibes only. I don't know. I would like to think I didn't gaslight anybody this year, but you never really can be too sure.
Yeah. Just signs where let's dive in a little bit more. So the top definition, again, is a form of psychological manipulation, usually over an extended period of time. That, quote, causes the victim to question the validity of their own thoughts, perception of reality, or memories, and typically leads to confusion, loss of confidence and self-esteem, uncertainty of one's emotions or mental stability, and a dependency on the perpetrator.
Okay. Interesting.
So you weren't gaslighted?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nothing's popping to mind, which I guess is a good thing. Although I don't think, like, I know it's a popular term, gaslighting, but I'm not one of those people that would be like, "Oh, I just got gaslit," or "He just gaslit me." Like, I think I would need someone to tell me, like, "Hey, you just got gaslit," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and then like take a step back and then think about it that way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's also so many other synonyms for gaslighting. I mean, I could say manipulated being one of them. Duped. You've been duped is another fun one to say. We've been Schmeckeldorf.
Yep, that's absolutely. That's not even
we don't know.
I agree with it.
I was just waiting for that. But I think, it was interesting because gaslighting was one of the top words. But Matt, there were other words that people were looking up in 2022.
Do tell.
Would you care to take a guess into some other words that were guessed in 2022? Not guessed, looked up in 2022.
This is a tough one.
Think about current events or past events.
Something to do with the Will Smith slap.
No.
No? There's a Twitter account that I saw tweeted over the weekend. It's like tweeting about stuff that happened like way too long ago. And it was just like, "Oh my gosh, Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars." It was like, and it had like 200,000 likes because everybody still loves it. Other terms. I'm trying to think back to like
What happened?
viral tweets.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I got nothing.
All right. Matt, we're going to hop over the pond from the East Coast. Searches for oligarch jumped 621% amid the sanctions against Russian billionaire supporters of the Kremlin following Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Yep.
Just so everybody knows, oligarch from Merriam-Webster is a member or supporter. Actually, let me backtrack here. One of a class of individuals who, through private acquisition of state assets, amassed great wealth that is stored, especially in foreign accounts and property, and who typically maintain close links to the highest government circles. The website also noticed increased searches for the word codify. Codify spiked, obviously, when the Supreme Court's decision to overturn the Roe v. Wade protections for abortion. For some reason, raid was another word, which was following the FBI raid on former President Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, the FBI raid into the Mar-a-Lago home, and the Queen Consort.
R.I.P.
Which was following the death of Queen Elizabeth II and the ascension to the throne of King Charles and his wife Camilla.
Yeah. I feel like I would not want to make it known that I looked up the word raid in the dictionary. I feel like it's kind of a common one. I don't know. I feel like let's have some common sense here, people.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to get too political, but I think people were really reading between the lines as far as what exactly was the raid for specifically the former president. So I think that is, I can understand the Queen Consort because, you know, Queen Elizabeth reigned for over 70 years, I think it was.
Forever.
Forever.
Yep, forever.
How interesting is it that, I mean, we're seeing little pieces and bits here of like King Charles, but like not as frequent or not as much as we saw the passing of Queen Elizabeth. I mean, she reigned, you know, the British monarchy for a very long time, but I was expecting to kind of see King Charles a little bit more in the news, although he is not our leader or ruler, but, you know, for as much attention as we got with Queen Elizabeth.
I'm not gonna lie, if you put King Charles right in front of my face, I couldn't tell you who he is. And
really?
I couldn't tell you a single thing that he did since forever. I don't really, it's not something I keep up on. I don't know what he looks like. I don't even know if you put Kate Middleton in front of me, if I could tell you who she is.
Oh.
I just don't. That's how much I just don't pay attention to the royal family. No disrespect to the Queen, R.I.P., or to them in general. Just not my not my cup of tea.
Cup of tea. Jesus. Yeah. And that was totally by accident. That was not on purpose. I noticed that.
100%.
But dad jokes are like the best when they're not like forced. Like,
yes.
It's just so you just say it and then everybody's like, ugh. And I'm like, what did I say? Oh, yeah.
Classic. It just makes you feel so much better.
It makes you feel just beautiful. But yeah, gaslighting, Matt. Gaslighting. Do you think that'll be a term that we try to forget in 2022?
I'm sure it's going to make the list because God knows what else ever makes that list. I don't think it's one that's going to go away. I kind of feel like this is a word that's going to stick around for a little bit. Also, just had this thought. I don't think on this podcast we've ever gaslit our audience. Not once.
No. And you know what we're going to stay true and loyal to? And letting our audience know and being informed about particular things is that our merch is a great way for that. It's something that you really know a particular person. You don't know what to get them for Christmas, but they love listening to the Funny Business Podcast. You're like, you know what? That t-shirt with the Funny Business logo on it is not only supporting Matt and Mike, but it's also supporting the podcast and getting the word out more without us having to say a word. And let me tell you, Matt, I know I said this last week, but I will say it one more time, that our merch store, because, you know, we're thinking it's that holiday season, any orders that, oh, is it no longer anymore? Okay, so it looks like that thing is passed.
Well, it's not too late though.
Nope.
To get your orders in. You
Yes.
know, just because the deal is passed doesn't mean the store is gone.
And you could celebrate Christmas Eve. You could celebrate Christmas Day. You could celebrate Boxing to all our Canadian friends out there, eh? You could send it as a New Year's gift, anniversary gift, however you want to please your friend, your significant other, your partner, your stranger friend. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Yeah. Maybe your friend's got a birthday like January 4th. Everybody forgets that birthday.
Oh my gosh,
that's like
everyone
the worst day of the year to have a birthday. Or like December. Actually, what do you think the worst day of the year to have a birthday is?
What day were you gonna say? December what?
I was gonna say December 26th.
Okay.
I think that's the worst day.
I for some reason heard first, and I'm like, excuse me?
No, that's the second best day of the year to have a birthday.
For December.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Matt, I have to share my birthday experience this past week. So you know me, I'm always a giver. I'm not a getter. And I kid you not. So I was just strolling along. I had the best night class. So I teach. I had the best night class I think I ever had in like a whole semester, which was great. So then I went to, after that, I wanted to celebrate. So I picked up a couple 2 Tree beers at our local beer distributor and was chatting with a lady that I saw a couple days back outside of the beer distributor. He said, "Oh, it's my birthday." And the staff overheard it and they're like, "Why don't you pick something from the rack?" And it was like a $2, $1, or $3 beers that they were selling that you could just pick up and put in for the cart. So I got a free IPA. Like, wow. Heaven forbid. I was so excited. And I was like, you know what? I said, I'm going to get takeout. So I get takeout, Matt, and you probably know this one place. I won't say it out loud. I got takeout at this one place that takes freaking forever.
Yep.
You know exactly what I'm talking
time Mike
about.
came up, or 2 times ago we came up, we went to this place, and I believe we said never again.
Right. So I did, because why not? And then I had a beer, because I knew it was going to take a while, so I waited.
Right. And that's the reasonable thing to do.
Heck yeah. I mean, I was by myself, but like, regardless. I ended up waiting for about like 45 minutes. Not, typical for that place. And I realized that the hostess with the mostess grabbed my bag, put something in it extra, and then said, "I am so sorry. Have a little treat on us." And it was a piece of chocolate cake that was in my to-go bag.
Oh, damn.
I mentioned nothing about my birthday. And they're like, "Here you go." And I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
That is amazing. Would you like your birthday present now?
You have a birthday present for me?
Of course I have a birthday present for you.
Oh,
would you like it?
Don't. No, you don't.
Would you like it? Would you like it?
Sure.
So, Mike.
Wait.
As you know, I went up to wine country a couple weeks ago.
Gee, no, Matt, you didn't have to do that. Oh, no.
Oh, this is not any ordinary bottle of wine. So we went to this one winery. It's called Coast. It's kind of it changed names. There used to be a sweeter wine place. It's now, more of a more quality wines, things like that. And that's all I'm going to say, because apparently, when I drink a little too much wine, I like to tell too much of my wine tastings and I repeat myself. It's a whole thing. But Mike, they had a very special wine that was very good.
Okay.
And I would like to present to you with a toast wine. Now, what is special about this Rita wine? Mike, this tastes exactly like you're drinking a margarita.
Really?
But it is wine. Yeah, we tried it. It is so good. So it's grape wine with natural flavors added. Toasted series. It's called Rita. And I'm not kidding. It just tastes exactly like you're drinking a margarita. So
And that's for me?
yeah, this is for you.
Matt, you have to do, I told you nothing for Christmas.
It's not for Christmas.
I know.
It's for your birthday. So happy birthday, bitch.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, that was a really nice gift. I know Matt.
It's so
Matt
good.
personally didn't want to share how much wine he bought. He personally shared it with me, but I don't think he wants to share it with the world.
Yep.
How much wine he bought.
Yep. I got 2 cases. There it is.
But you don't know how many is in each case.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will leave it at that.
It could be a 4-pack, could be a 6-pack, could be a 12-pack, could be a 24-pack. Who knows?
Could be 1 month, could be 2 months.
I can say that you did buy enough wine last year when you went on that trip that it was enough that it lasted you a whole year.
It did. And I got away from wine. I've been drinking a lot of wine recently, more so because I realized how much wine I actually have. I just haven't been drinking like beer. I just haven't.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't have every time I think of having beer, I'm just like, I don't really feel like having that. Like it just makes me too full. I've kind of been on a wine kick recently. And that's really all, like whenever and honestly, I just haven't it'll be like Friday night, I'll be home and I'll be like, I don't really even feel like having a drink. Like maybe I'll have a glass of wine. That's about it. But beer just hasn't been hitting the same for me recently.
So I have to ask, when the hell am I getting that?
We'll find a time.
End of December.
Sure.
Or are you going to be in?
Not right away, but I will be in Florida for a little bit.
We'll figure it out.
But we'll figure it out.
We also have to figure out our podcasting recording schedule.
I was literally going to tell you that after this episode, what we have to do.
Anyway, let's finish up our recording for today. So, gaslighting is the Merriam-Webster's dictionary for 2022. Go gaslight some people before the end of the year, before it's a banned word for 2022.
Don't disavow gaslighting.
Yes.
All right, let's finish up the show. Let's give Mike some more work to do after this podcast is over. Some editing work. It's time for some dude. That's crazy. Mike, I'll go first.
I have to say it's been significantly less work ever since I got my Go XLR. So
okay, that's because you can press it for you. You just have to edit it for me, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The gym.
Yeah, you know what they call a fancy gym?
James.
Damn it.
Yeah. I think you've said that before on the podcast.
I think I have.
Mike, this is true. Like it's a whoa fact, but it's true. The gym is the only place where the customers work harder than the employees.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't say all customers. Because what I will give you a dude that's easy. Slowly on the button. see how hard I'm working. But what if you have somebody that just hangs out at the gym? Like doesn't lift weights, doesn't run, they just walk around and just hang out.
Well, that's called a pervert.
That is true.
Yeah. So those people don't count.
Okay.
But it is technically it's true because the employees kind of I'm not gonna insult gym employees, but the customers do work a lot harder as they're lifting weights or on the treadmill, the elliptical. I'm not a fan of the elliptical. I think we've talked about this before, but I'm not a fan of it.
Is that the one like you're standing, but like the legs, like it's kind of like this?
Yeah. You're kind of like running.
I don't get that.
I can't, like, I want to like it. I just can't get a good pace.
Stationary bike is where it's at, man.
I agree. 100%.
Or treadmill. You're either running or you're biking. You can't mold the both.
Yeah. I'd prefer the bike, but.
Nice.
Yes.
When was the last time you were at a gym?
College.
Really?
Yep.
I think the last time I was officially at a gym was early September.
Okay.
Yeah. I think. Either that or like late August.
Okay.
Late August, early September.
It's better than me. Mine's been like 4 years.
Let's get you back on that horse, man. All right. I like that first one.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, I'm going to talk about weather for a little bit.
Okay.
Matt, snow is coming up
Unfortunately.
very, very soon. That's not my fact.
I would hope not.
No. I'm going to talk about the unfrozen snow, rain. Matt, rain sounds are loud, yet give a calming effect.
Rain sounds are loud, but give a calming effect. Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. That is true. Yeah, I mean, I don't do this every night, but once in a while, if I like can't fall asleep, I'll play like some like rain sounds. It helps.
You know what I do for it's Friday at like around like 1:00. You know what I usually do? I turn on our podcast to make us fall asleep. Not saying that it's not entertaining, but it's white noise.
The sound of our voices are just so soothing.
Go to sleep, little Bobby. Anyway,
Just lay down and go to sleep.
just go, close your eyes, get the to bed. Yeah, I thought this was interesting because I can't think of anything else that is loud and gives a calming effect.
Yeah, off the top of my head, no. Maybe sleet.
But
To a
the
certain
sleep make a
degree.
sound.
Huh? Sleet when it hits the window. I guess it's kind of like rain, though, in the same sense.
Okay.
Kind of similar. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. It's a good one. I don't know the guy's name on TikTok, but I think we both know the guy. He starts every video, goes, "Hey yo," and he gives like a weird fact.
Yeah,
This is from him.
it's awesome.
Mike, why is being up for something and being down for something mean the exact same thing?
Oh man, dude, that's crazy. I think it could mean two totally different things though.
How?
Like, I think I'm up for it is more like positive, outgoing, but then like I'm down for it is like something like that's super cash, Like, I'm gonna be a little weird. So like DTF, you're not up to, you're down to.
I think I'm not going to totally disagree with you.
Okay.
But I think it depends on the tone of your voice, if that makes sense. Like, I think, yeah, you're right. I'm up for it is more uplifting, but that could be like, oh, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it depends on the tone of your voice. So I think they could be different, but they're technically the same, but you can just emphasize it in a different way.
I think we're putting ourselves in the pretzel right now. Anyway,
if you're not watching the YouTube video, just do us a favor and
Just
go take a look at the last 20 seconds.
when I'm like listening to other podcasts, it's like, oh, like if you're on your YouTube channel, I'm like, I'm driving. Why do you got to make me do that? Because I'll completely forget about it. So just stop what you're doing. No, I'm just kidding. Pull over, look on the YouTube video at this time frame, and you'll be there. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Up and down, even though up and down are two totally different directions.
Totally different.
All right, Matt. This is not more of a fact. This is just more of a reflection, something to think about.
Okay, I like these.
Matt, you know how many, photos that you take in the span of your lifetime, right?
A lot.
I mean, now that it's becoming more popular, more accessible, people can do it from their smartphone. They don't have to pick up an expensive camera or do like a camera roll.
Yep.
It's all good. But have you ever wondered how many photos you've been in as a stranger in the background?
No. You know what? That's yeah. I don't know what happened to my voice, dude. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's weird. Or like, how many like people are like maybe you just like looked in the direction of the lens and it looks like you're looking at the photo, like you photobomb them, but you don't even know it.
I'm
My
gonna
dad
look
and I kind of did that once.
I'm gonna look to see.
Inadvertently at a wedding on the
Did you?
beach. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, we went walking. There's people getting married on the beach, and then we kind of like just walked just to get a closer view. And then at the end, it was my mom or my aunt was like, "You guys got like really close. You're definitely in the background of those photos." We're like, sick.
I'm trying to see here. When was the last like super public photo that like I don't want to say Jenna and I took, but like the last photo. Oh, okay. So hang on. So this was a beer. This is a picture of a beer that I had when I was about to go see Thor: Love and Thunder at a theater. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 strangers in this phone.
Damn.
In this photo. But not that it's weird that I'm like taking a photo. I literally was taking a picture of my beer sitting down. So I was totally fine. But now you're just thinking about it like Times Square or like New York City, like going to see the tree or like going to be to Times Square or anywhere else. Like it's a lot of people.
Who do you think's been in the most pictures in the world?
Do you mean most photos taken of them or who's been in the most photos, period?
It's just period.
He who shall not be named. No, I'll say she who shall not be named. There is this person I saw on TikTok. I don't know how factual it is. You know, we're checking our news sources here.
Yep. It's totally 100%.
There is this person that I saw that has snuck into all the Super Bowls since like the 40s.
Oh, wow.
And there's a specific private investigator from the NFL that actually finds this person.
Is it Dave Portnoy?
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, there's been photographs of him like on the field, have picked up like the coach who won the Super Bowl. Like there's been a whole lot of stuff. So, but yeah, dude, that's a good question. It'd be funny by the time we start, Facebook getting weird, there'll probably be some time where you'll be randomly tagged because it's like Facebook thinks that there's a photo of you. Like that's the scenario at the wedding. Like Facebook thinks that there's a photo of you. Do you want to be tagged in it? And it's like, wait a minute, when was this taken?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like it's got to be some sort of like actor or actress.
There was always this like famous homeless guy too. Again, saw it on TikTok that like shows up in a lot of that's like friends with a lot of celebrities, but
it's not guy with the sign.
No.
Oh.
He just had an NBA game a couple days ago.
What, with the sign?
Yeah, with the sign.
What did it say?
It was like Mavs are better than the Bucks. I don't know. Hang on.
Oh,
dude with sign.
Yep. I love dude with sign. I
No,
don't
he's
know
fine.
anything about him. I just think it's kind of cool. He just goes around with the signs, holds it up, whatever he wants.
Oh, he doesn't even have it. What?
Did he take it down? Uh-oh.
No, he didn't. I don't think he took
Breaking
it. I don't think he took it down. It just. I think ESPN was like posting about him and all that. So
Interesting.
Anywho.
Yeah, that's wild. It's crazy. And that means it is time to have one more segment before we send you all off on your merry little way. It is time for everyone's favorite classic. It's time for Take It. So, Mike, we're in the holiday season. It's time. It's a good time for a lot of food. Maybe not like food. A lot of desserts, some cookies, brownies, candies. April and I are doing a gingerbread decorating contest tonight.
Virtually?
Yep. We each bought pre-built gingerbread houses. We're just going to decorate them.
Who's judging?
The internet.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
The internet.
Yep. So that's obviously going to go well. So with a lot of desserts, there's a lot of flavors out there. A lot of cinnamon, a lot of gingerbread. Mint is a big time this year. I'm a big mint guy. I think you like mint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. However, there's two flavors that are king in this world. Mike, what is better? Chocolate or vanilla?
Ooh, during the holiday.
Mm-hmm. Just not even just during the holiday, but just what's better? Chocolate or vanilla?
I think, okay, so this is challenging because, and I'm specifically thinking about this for the holiday, man. Like, this is not like, I mean, I know we can talk, I know we can think about it on the outside, but
right.
I mean, there's ice cream, there's chocolate, which is weird because chocolate, it has, whatever. Like there's like vanilla chocolate, but it's weird because chocolate is a chocolate flavor. Anyway, what else do you have? You have like scents. You have wow. This is more fulfilling than any of the other tickets you've had.
This is. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about this one about like 2 hours ago, so I'm pretty proud of it.
Every time Matt tells me, "Hey, we're doing take it today," I'm like, "Oh God, what the hell do I have to indulge for moving ahead?" I'm gonna go with vanilla.
Interesting.
And I feel like it is a surprise, and I think that's what makes people like a surprise more. Because your mind is so fixed on chocolate that one time you have a vanilla chocolate, it is so good. For instance, you're gonna interrupt me? Seriously?
No, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. I caught myself.
You know those Reese's cups that have transitioned into tree-shaped Reese's?
Yes.
So, Matt, there are some that are chocolate, and then there are some that are vanilla. The vanilla with the peanut butter filling on the inside. And let me tell you, those vanilla trees, I think I finished faster than I did with the chocolate because I had like a bunch in like my office. I have like a little MTV lunchbox. I think I finished the vanilla ones faster than I did the chocolate ones.
Do you mean white chocolate? White chocolate, I don't think is technically vanilla chocolate. I think it's just white chocolate.
Oh, shit. I think I messed up.
Yeah, no, you 100%. That's what I was going to interject with, but I was like, no, I'm going to let him go so I can save this for later.
Well, I'm sticking with.
I don't think white chocolate is vanilla.
I'm sticking with
because I think that
vanilla,
would make it
guess.
vanilla, not chocolate.
Is white.
I could be wrong, and you could have a great point here.
Vanilla.
However, I don't know. Because, like, go ahead.
What's white chocolate? Actually, it isn't even chocolate because it does not contain cocoa particles. It is just cocoa butter mixed with sugar, often a little vanilla added for flavoring. So I'm kind of right.
All right. So that's like, okay. All right. That's fair. I'll give it to you. That's fine.
So I guess my point stands? Question mark?
To a degree.
What the hell?
Guess. I don't know what I'm going to pick. I'm just going to eat this nice chocolate bar that I started before the podcast because nothing hits better than a classic milk chocolate Hershey's.
You basic bitch, you.
Wow. The flavors are immaculate.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that was delicious.
Yeah.
That was absolutely delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate is just way more exciting than vanilla. And I'm not dissing vanilla at all. Love vanilla. It is the second best flavor. However, what do you get with vanilla? You get vanilla.
Not all the time.
What do you mean not all the time?
Funfetti cake or funfetti ice cream.
That's vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you've never heard somebody be upset over having funfetti cake or funfetti ice cream?
But it's still vanilla.
And when has somebody been upset? Oh, I have funfetti ice cream for my birthday.
I'm not saying they're upset by it, but it's just vanilla with stuff added to it. You have milk chocolate. You have dark chocolate. You have semi-sweet chocolate. You got double chocolate. More flavor, more excitement. If vanilla is hosting a concert at Lincoln Financial Field, you're maybe looking at like 40,000 people going to that concert. If chocolate is having a concert at Lincoln Financial Field, that's a sellout. I mean, that ticket's easily going for like more than Taylor Swift tickets. Vanilla, I mean, it maybe goes for $250 a piece.
What's the more dominant color when it comes to cookies and cream?
It's vanilla with chocolate added to it.
So it's vanilla. It still
Yes.
reigns supreme.
Yes.
For
Because
vanilla.
if you add cookies and cream to the chocolate, it's not cookies and cream.
Yeah.
It's just chocolate with cookies in it.
And you notice like zebra cakes, like zebra ice cream? You ever hear of that before?
I know what a zebra cake is, yes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
What's the more dominant color? Vanilla.
Just because there's more of it means it's better?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
It means that
Why would I want to eat cookies and cream ice cream with more cookies than ice cream?
chocolate makes vanilla better. However, you can't have vanilla make chocolate better. So vanilla is more welcoming and more inclusive than chocolate flavored stuff.
Do you know what you just said? Say that again. Say it again.
Vanilla is more inclusive. That's all I'm going to say.
Nope. Go back to what you said before. No, please do.
Nope.
No,
They
please.
can rewind. They can rewind if they want.
So you can rewind them saying that chocolate makes vanilla better, but vanilla doesn't make chocolate better.
Right. So why would somebody want something that doesn't make something better? It's exclusive. Why? You some type of royalty over there with your chocolate?
I don't. My head is confused now. You just said chocolate makes vanilla better, correct?
Fine. I'll just go back to funfetti. When has somebody been upset over funfetti?
I asked you a question. You did not answer it. I asked you a question.
You didn't answer a question I asked you last week, so I'm gonna.
I ended up answering it, so I would like you to answer this one.
Nope, you did not.
I did answer it.
Yeah, but you still added your own little bias to it.
Well, the listeners know what you just said, and they just know that you just proved my point.
No, I did not.
All right, let me ask you this.
Okay, I'm here.
When you get vanilla ice cream
with with rainbow sprinkles.
With what?
Rainbow sprinkles.
Oh, you didn't just say chocolate sprinkles? What about like chocolate sauce? Like drizzled on your ice cream.
Yeah, that's too.
You know what they don't have? They don't have vanilla sauce.
They might. We're just not going to the right ice cream stand.
Might look like something else.
Oh, Matt, why did you? Now I have to actually make this podcast explicit on the Spotify. Come on.
That's not explicit. Yeah, chocolate is just more fun. Everybody loves chocolate. And if you don't like chocolate, you're a psychopath. And I have some good friends that don't like chocolate. They're psychopaths.
Yeah, but vanilla frosting too.
Chocolate frosting?
Like, no, vanilla frosting, rich and creamy.
So is chocolate frosting.
Mm. No.
I made my point.
What's the most popular ice cream flavor in the world?
Probably vanilla.
Oh, really?
Probably.
It's vanilla.
Yeah. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's the best.
The world has spoken.
Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's the best.
That was
Cowboys
from
the most popular NFL team in the world. They suck.
That was from
Yankees are the most popular MLB team in the world. They suck.
NielsenMassey.com. That's the source, just in case if anybody wants to look it up.
Nope. Don't have to because I already know chocolate's better.
Oh my gosh. I can't even look at you right now. I'm just kidding. I can. I know I can. Apple crisp. Do you put chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream?
Of course you're going to put vanilla ice cream in
really?
Apple crisp.
Huh.
Yes.
So why are you so absolute in chocolate, huh?
Because chocolate's better. I'm not saying chocolate is better than vanilla in every single
you're
thing.
saying
Overall, chocolate is
you
better.
Huh. So you're saying chocolate is better. You'd put chocolate ice cream in that apple crisp.
But there's some things that chocolate doesn't go with. There's some things that vanilla doesn't go with.
Yeah, but who doesn't love apple crisp? Who doesn't love funfetti ice cream?
I'm not saying vanilla is
Who
bad.
doesn't
I'm
love
saying
vanilla with
chocolate
rainbow
is better.
sprinkles?
You just before you said rainbow sprinkles, you were about to say chocolate sprinkles.
I wanted to make it fun. Okay.
Listen, like you said, chocolate makes vanilla better. Vanilla doesn't make chocolate better.
I didn't say that.
You did say that. Check the tape.
I didn't say it again.
Check
did
the
I?
tape. Check it. Run it back.
There's no tape. Oh man. You know what?
Speaking
Chocolate
of-
ice cream
Yeah.
looks like poop. Vanilla ice cream.
You know,
vanilla
if
just looks like whipped cream,
Looks like some other kind of cream.
unless it's really creamy.
Yep.
We're really gonna go down that path.
No, we're not. Speaking of the Yankees that I mentioned earlier, all-time Yankees move today. So
They hired
the Mets.
Cashman again.
Yeah, no. So the Mets signed Justin Verlander. The
What?
Phillies, yes, Justin Verlander to the Mets. 2 years, $86 million.
Oh my god. Bobby Bonilla Day coming up.
Yeah, may have already passed. I don't remember.
I mean, he'll be another one.
Oh, yes. The Phillies signed Trey Turner to a $300 million contract.
Yep.
So how did the Yankees respond? 4-year contract extension to Brian Cashman, who still hasn't signed Aaron Judge. Let's get it. Ridiculous.
Yankees fans everywhere. Sigh.
Pain.
Oh my god. Anywho, I'm done arguing.
That got intense.
Yeah. I actually was able to have a discussion because it wasn't like what is the probability of lettuce?
Correct. An all-timer.
Oh man. All right. Well, I let's settle our differences. Let's come together right now. And the pod. All right. Thanks everybody so much. Thanks everybody so much for listening. You can find all of our good stuff at solo.to/funnybusiness. Mr. Matthew.
Yep.
What is your advice for the good people of the funny business world?
Make sure to set your alarms. Now I've not been forgetting to set my alarms, but I have laid down in bed and then been like, oh shit, I forgot to set my alarm. So it's not a bad thing. Even if it's 6 o'clock and it just comes to you like set your alarms for the morning, just set your alarm for the morning, whatever. Do it right away when you wake up. Just turn it off, turn it back on right away. So you don't have to forget about it.
Or
Yep.
set up recurring alarms.
You could. Yeah, you could. I stopped using recurring alarms because sometimes I have to get up earlier for work or later for work, and it's different times. And then it's a pain to change it. But yeah, just don't forget to set your alarms. Let's not be late for work or for that special date. Because being late for anything is not fun.
No, not at all. Personal experience?
No.
Okay, good. No, I just wanted to make sure. That's yeah, solo.to/funnybusiness. You can find all the merch. You can find the merch link. You can find all of our social. Kicking butt. Matt and I are going to discuss some plans for the holiday season. Matt, thank you for the bottle of wine. I don't know if I thanked you on the podcast.
Welcome.
So
Happy birthday.
appreciate you thinking of me. Appreciate everybody who wished me a happy birthday as well. You know who you are. And yeah, that concludes another episode. And until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.